Morning, Chavra. Beautiful minion. Thank you, Ruvain. Today is Chai Shevat, the 18th day of the month of Shevat. It's a beautiful Thursday morning, and we are on page 85 in your Chayenu, Jeff. Oh, there he is. You does here now. Okay, we can start. Here we go. Every Yid is capable of overcoming their Yetzer Hara, their evil inclination. All they have to do is put in the effort. So the flow is as follows. The discussion until now centered on the category of surmeira, turning away from evil. And that's important. We have to do. The Alter Rebbe now shows how one can utilize his hidden love of Hashem from refraining from sin. He now goes on to discuss Asay Tov, doing good, discussing the use of the hidden love and leading one to performing all the positive commandments. Usually, if you're so busy doing something good, you don't have time to do something bad and transgress. That's the general idea. Actually, Shulchan Aruch says that we have to get up and be swift as a deer. We have to run to do a mitzvah. So in the category of doing good, one can employ the power of this hidden love that we talked about to strengthen himself like a lion with might and determination. Neged Yetzer, he does this against his evil inclination. He fights against his Yetzer Hara, his evil inclination, which weighs down his body and makes him sometimes lazy. I don't want to get up. I don't want to learn. I don't want to daven. I don't want to do a mitzvah. I don't want to give tzedakah, whatever it might be. And where does that come from? It comes from the element of afar, of earth, that is in his nefesh habahamis, his animal soul. The laziness prevents him from using his energy to serve Hashem. For example, the labor of learning it has to be done with your mouth. It's much easier to just do it with your eyes. But to say each word out loud, that's tough. Our sages have taught that a person should always submit to the words of Torah like the ox to the yoke and the donkey to its load. And so too, with regard to kavanah during davening, a person should put every ounce of effort into having the proper intention and meditation during davening. So too with regarding monetary actions and serving Hashem in that way, giving tzedakah. Sometimes we're lazy in davening, sometimes we're lazy in learning, and other times we're lazy in giving tzedakah. I'll give a few pennies, but to give a real amount, that I don't know. I have to see. And in similar matters, the Yetzer Hara gets in your way, slows you down, cools you off, and it tries to make you feel weakened against any mitzvah that comes your way. The truth is, it's very easy for a person to resist and subjugate his nature when he considers deeply that to conquer his nature and all the above matters, all he has to do is the opposite. The la'asais hefchai mamish kal ma'oid yisurei misa Hashem yishmerenu. Do the opposite. Exert yourself strenuously, both in body and financially. It's actually much easier than the suffering that you may have to go through if you do this Aveira. If you don't do what you're supposed to do. Hashem yishmerenu, Hashem should protect us. Yisurei misa, a person would gladly accept the pain of death. Hashem yishmerenu. V'yimakavel b'ahava b'ratzin. Shloi leporin meyichudoi v'achdusi yisparech afilu l'kisha. Ishtacha v'yislavoy d'zarach asur shalom. The person had an opportunity to take death over separating himself from the unity of Hashem, even for a moment, by an act of idolatry, he would gladly do it, as we mentioned earlier. Certainly, a person would lovingly and willingly want to do anything in order to connect deeply to Hashem. And the Alter Rebbe now goes on to explain how a mitzvah can bring you closer to this connection of Hashem. Dahainu, Shiyasir Tzainis Baruch B'Avodah Zu, Skala by Primus, Ratzon Elyon, B'Chinas Panim, V'Gili Rav, V'Loi B'Hester Klal. By fulfilling Hashem's will through doing this mitzvah, he is revealing internally, as opposed to the surrounding or hovering from above, and without obscuring Hashem in any way whatsoever, he's connecting to the essence of Hashem through doing the mitzvah. She'ein shum hester panim b'ratzon elyon, azai ein davar nifrad klal, v'klal yesh v'davar b'fnei atzmai. When there's no concealment of Hashem and His will, then nothing is separate from Hashem, having an independent or entirely separate identity of its own, as we said before. So that's what we're trying to do, is connect in this most intimate way to Hashem. Lazois, yana nafshe elikus elikis v'chiyunis olavoshein kulan yichadis b'tachas hayichud b'ratzon elyon v'oirein seif baruch hu k'niskeleil. Thus, the person's neshama, meaning the soul of the person who's doing the mitzvah, both the divine and the animated soul, the godly soul, and the nefesh habahamis, and their garments of thought, speech, and action will be united in perfect unity with Hashem, with Hashem's will and the infinite light, as we explained above. Now, this details how the mitzvahs affect a bond between man and Hashem, and the Alter Rebbe will now go on to explain where both this bond is eternal. In the upper spheres, this union between the soul and Hashem is eternal. For Hashem, blessed be He, and His will transcend time. And this union with Hashem and His will also transcends time and is eternal. And so too, even in this world, even in this world, His revealed will, as expressed in this world, the Torah, is also eternal. The word of Hashem shall stand forever and endure forever. Hashem's words live and endure eternally, and He will never alter or exchange His law. So since the revelation of Hashem's will, as expressed in the Torah, is beyond time, the union of the soul with Hashem, that Torah emits its effect, is equally and likewise eternal. So let's consider this. When I do a mitzvah, I become connected to Hashem, and Hashem transcends the limitation of time. By performing this mitzvah, I will be connected to the God that's above time. So ask yourself, what's the next mitzvah that I can perform to be connected to the eternal Creator, the eternal Eibishter? Okay, Chavre, have a wonderful day, and I hope to find my voice pretty soon.